It wants me to rotate it. It won't allow me to turn it sideways. I'll give you guys a minute to come on in. But I can start by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for tuning in to Callie's Homesteading with Pooh Bear. It's your girl Pooh Bear. Please click like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this video if you feel the need to. I am out here where I always am. Sometimes I wonder why I moved away from LA, because I'm here every day, just about pretty much every day. Yeah, pretty much every day, unless I take my auntie with me. But I just want to know how y'all doing. Today is a great day. We are almost done with June. Like, can y'all believe that we are almost done with June? So crazy to me. So crazy to me. But such is life, right? Time waits for no one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you've got going on in your life. Time is going to do what it does. And that's cool, you know? That means that we have to carpe diem, seize every moment that we get. And so, some of what I wanted to talk about today was just, are you guys feeling a sense of nostalgia? Are you guys feeling encouraged? Are you guys wishing for this year to end? Or are you still feeling like this year isn't over, so you can still get done what you want to get done? Because that's how I feel. I know that a lot of things haven't gotten done the way I wanted them to. I've had some lows, but I've had some incredible highs. Like, can't nobody tell me nothing type of highs, because I'm so excited about the direction that my life is going in, right? But there's always going to be some things that can kind of make you question, you know, if you give it the energy, it can kind of make you question, like, am I okay? Am I doing okay? Am I on the right course? Am I off course? You know, sometimes this can happen, but I just want to encourage you that no matter where you are, you're where you're supposed to be. Sometimes we think that because it didn't go our way, that we're not on course. But that's not necessarily true. Sometimes it can be, but most of the time that's not. Sometimes if you don't go from A to F and then back to B and then D, then back to C, you won't get to where you really are supposed to go. Good morning, good afternoon, hi. But I just want you guys to know that it doesn't matter sometimes what the journey is. What matters is that you get to your destination. And that can be very hard to accept sometimes, because you have it in your mind how life's going to go, what's going to happen. You're going to do A, B, C, D, boom, 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 boom. And then when it doesn't happen, sometimes you can feel like your whole world is crumbling. And I don't want you guys to feel like that. We can't be so rigid as to if it's not exactly how I have it scheduled, then it's just all off. No, leave some room for mistakes.
Incoming call from
Call your sister.
cellular. Mobile. Press U connect phone button to
I forgot
answer.
to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. But sometimes you have to understand that
Call reaching.
are gonna have to see it's not gonna always work out how you planned. It's not gonna always be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and that it's okay. Sometimes people can be so pent up that the minute something doesn't go right, they have big, huge meltdowns because it has to be precise. That is not Cassandra. Hi, my Cassandra. Hey, sis. How are you? It's good to see you. I miss you so much. We're trying to make it to the camping. I don't know if you plan on going to the camping, but we plan on going to the camping. But what we're gonna try to do is head on down to Savannah. I don't know. I don't want to say too much because it may not happen, but that's what I'm trying to make happen. We'll see. But I just was talking about because I've been talking to some people, and it's like one particular person in mind when things just go just a tad bit off. It's like our whole world has come to a halt. And I don't want people stressing out like that. And you guys remember when 2008 happened, there were so many people that had invested their money, put money up in different entities, I'll say. And when 2008 happened, a lot of people lost all their savings and everything. Okay, so LED is having camping. It's from September the 1st to the 4th. It's Labor Day weekend, and I plan on being out there in Myrtle Beach in my tent. Yes. But so that's what I'm talking about, that camping trip. But when 2008 happened and a lot of people lost their money, people were jumping out of buildings and committing suicide. And one family the father killed the children and the wife, and he killed himself because they lost all hope, because they just could not see. Let your brother know that we're almost there, to come on out. They couldn't see life past this situation. Camping is so much fun, and you'd be amongst family. So your YouTube family, other family, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. They've already done two. I've not made it to one, but this one, I am dedicated to going. So we're trying to make everything happen. Earl's taking off 2 weeks so we can go. So it's pretty much cooling the gang. So we won't need new tires by then. So like we did for Black's Tropical, but for the Expo, the Black's Expo, but the Soil Family Expo. But yeah, but I don't want people to feel like things are just for a moment in time. When they lost their money, if they would have been patient, they would have gotten most of it back. But a lot of people couldn't see past that situation. Or when you see somebody in a relationship and it dissolves and people want to commit suicide because they can't see past not being with that person. Or when you lose a family member, like when my mom died, I could, if I didn't have God by my side, I could totally see how my mind could have, played on itself, and I may not be here because I was like, how can I live with my mom? It's this song by who is it? Shania Twain? No. Trisha Yearbook, and she made it, and Leanne Rimes made the song "How Can I Live Without You?" And for some reason, that song, I kept playing that song and thinking about my mom, and those are some powerful words. How can I live without you? How can I breathe without you? If you ever go, how could I ever survive? Those were the song. That was just like the main song I was listening to until I had to check myself and say, no, I need to put on some praise and worship, and I need to get myself out of this because it was getting kind of dark. I'm sitting here like, how can I live without my mom? I had to learn how and know that it was going to be okay. But a lot of times when we are in situations, we can't see past the now to look into the future or look to the future. And so I just wanted to say it doesn't necessarily matter how bad things may seem right now, whether you've gotten a diagnosis you did not want to get from the doctor, or somebody stole your car, something's going, anything in your life, it's not going to be this way forever. Believe in yourself and know that you can get through it. Trust yourself. Trust God. Trust the people who mean you good. Don't just go telling your business to everybody, but those who really have your best interest at heart. Lean on them. Have them pray for you. Have them give you words of encouragement. Come up with some affirmations to help you through these hard times. Because you know what? We are already at the middle of the year. We're going in, well, no, we're in third quarter. We're in third quarter already. And so a lot of people will be looking like, well, I thought I was going to have more money by now. I thought I would have lost more weight by now. What'd you say? Yeah. Yeah. When you lose your loved one, it could be your mom, your dad, your auntie, people who have poured into you that you've been with. Like I was with my mom for 45 years. So it could be really easy for me to harbor a lot of, anger and pain and be mad at a lot of the entities that caused, that thing that went around killing everybody. And but what is that going to do? It's not going to bring her back. I just have to be grateful for the time that I had her and know that my mom was saved, sanctified, and full of the Holy Spirit, even though she could be a hellion, because my mama will put you in your place and not care to flying flips about it. She just be like, oh, well, don't like it, too bad. But I had to focus on the fact that, I had her and life goes on. And one day, my children are going to either mourn me or I'm going to mourn them. But we all have to go. So I can't harbor on that. It's going to be what it's going to be. But what I can do is ride the waves. If things are going to be bad for a minute, things are going to be bad for a minute. But it's for a minute. It's not forever. And I have to be okay with that and trust myself and come up with strategic ways to get through the hard times. Tell myself that it's not going to be forever. It's just going to be for right now. And sometimes those storms can seem so long. Like, when is this ever going to change? Is it ever going to change? It's been like this forever. It's okay. Learn the lesson that you need to learn while you're going through what you're going through. Sometimes you might not be able to get through situations really quick and easy because you haven't learned the lesson. And then sometimes the lesson might not be for you. You might be the lesson. And somebody else in your life might have to learn the lesson, but God is using you to teach them. You never know. But life is not all bad. It's not. Life is not all bad. Life, they say life is what you make it. And I used to be like, I don't know if I agree with that, but I'm going to tell y'all, I do agree. Life is what you make it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's your mindset. You can be, hello, how you doing? I see somebody just came in. You can be stressed out because you get a diagnosis. Or you can see this diagnosis, acknowledge that diagnosis, and come up with ways on how to handle it. But when your mindset is doom and gloom, you mess yourself up. It's all right up in here. You tell yourself, this is how I'm going to handle this. This is how I'm going to be. This is what it is. And then you begin to believe what you're telling yourself. That changes the whole trajectory of where you were going. Because you told yourself, no, this is how I'm going to handle this. This is how it's going to be. And when you do that, you are on your way. Good afternoon, Sabrina. How are you? You know what? When I was a little girl, I lived in Compton, and the girl that lived across from me, her name was Sabrina. That was my friend. I used to really, really like her. But then we moved away, and I haven't seen her since I was like 11. But seeing your name just makes me think about her. But it's like, what?
I told her to get the belt.
Oh, well, sorry. But you have to tell yourself, yes, this is the situation. And it could be really bad. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is the situation. It is what it is. But how am I going to handle this? Am I going to let this bad thing control me? Am I going to allow this bad thing to keep me in the funk? Because I'm not going to tell you that you can't feel bad. I'm not going to tell you that you can't fall in a funk. You're human. You can fall into a funk. How long are you going to stay in that funk? That is up to you. So for me, I try to give myself 5 minutes to feel really bad. Like my lowest is, I got 5 minutes. If it's really, really bad, I'll tell myself, okay, you got 10 minutes. After that, you got to let it go and start coming up with solutions. And the reason that I feel that way is because if I allow myself to worry about all of the things that are going wrong, I'm not coming up with a solution on how to change it. And my mind will start coming up with all the doom and gloom, and it'll get the best of me. And I'm not here for that. I really want to focus on how I can make whatever the situation is better. And that's not easy. It seems so much easier to sit and wallow and feel sad and feel bad about the situation that I'm in. But it doesn't get me anywhere. What winds up happening is then I have to pull myself out of an even deeper funk. So what I have to do is I have to tell myself that, okay, this is what it is. It sucks. It sucks big. But it's only for a moment in time. I don't have to let this moment define the rest of my life. It only defines this moment. And then I'm going to move on. And I might not know how to move on. But that's where, for me, and I don't know about you guys, but for me, that's where prayer comes in. Because then I can go to God and I can express to him what I'm feeling. And I ask him to give me peace through this situation. And I have hope. And that's one of the things that I appreciate about having a relationship with a higher power, with God, is that I have hope. So I can always know that this is only for a moment because I got somebody that's by my side that has more power in these situations than I do. So if I give it to him, he's going to work it out. But I do have to do my part. So I get to chill in that. But I wanted to share that with you guys. But now I want to know, what do y'all have going on in the garden? What have y'all put down? Because I put down so many seeds over this past, since Saturday. Oh my Lord. I've put down so many seeds. I'm not at home right now where I can show you because I'm in LA. But I put down so many seeds. I put down, and I told you, and if you guys saw the other video, when I was still doing the seeds, I put down a lot of seeds. We did 2 trays of corn, 272 cells of corn. Now, the tray that my son did, little Earl did, he only put 1 seed in each cell. I put 2 in each cell. So I will have to weed them out if they germinate. But what he is just a direct 72. Done. But we did 2 trays of melons. We did Congo watermelon. Charleston crimson, the Charleston gray, the crimson. We did the black diamond, and we did the sugar baby. Then we did the green honeydew melon, and the gold honeydew melon, and the crisp or gold something. We did like all these different trays of honeydew melons and cantaloupes and pumpkins. I did the Casper pumpkin. I did I want to say 3 packets of the Casper pumpkin. We did the Big Macs. Get strapped in. The Big Macs, those pumpkins are supposed to get like up to 200 pounds. So I've grown pumpkins once before, but it didn't get that big. It was just like regular jack-o'-lantern, like regular pumpkins. So I am excited to see how this one goes. We planted kale, more kale, and okay, are you parked? Do I go around you? Like, what are you doing? Really? Being in LA, they'll just stop at the stop sign and not put on hazards or anything to let you know that, they're parked. They're letting people out of the car. It is what it is. But we did this pumpkin, I'm so excited about because I've never seen it. You guys probably have. It's called Amish pie. So it's not like this. It's like this, or should I say it's not like this, but it's like straight up and down. It's like gonna get like maybe 10 pounds, but I'm looking for it. It's called the Amish pie pumpkin. I'm so looking for. Oh, the dog is whining. I'm so looking forward to that. And then we did. Oh, wait. There was some other watermelons. Other melons. I can't. Tiger melon. I think it was. Yeah, tiger melon. We did that one. It's a lot of different melons. I don't know. We did 272 sales of them. And that might sound like a lot, but I don't know if they're all going to germinate. And then even if they do, some of them you can't really put on, like you can only let one melon grow if you really wanted to get like really big. You can't allow a lot of different melons to be on that one vine. So I didn't have any of the Carolina Cross. I really wanted to try that because of um, Brooks. Hi, Deborah. Hey, how are you? I don't know how to make a moderator. That's so crazy. I didn't have my channel for 2 years. I think you can only do it on the computer, and I'm always on my phone. So, because I would love to make some moderators, but next time, maybe later on today, when I get home, I can do that. We'll see. But I wanted to do the Carolina Cross because that watermelon, it says it can get to like what, 200 pounds or something like that. So I really want to try it. The biggest one I have is the Congo. I think the Congo can get to like 4 or 5 feet, or maybe it's 3 feet. I don't know. I know it can get pretty big, but the black diamond, it says that it can get to like 50 pounds. So I'm like, well, yeah, but if you let it get to like 50 pounds, then you can only like let one grow on that vine. So even though it sounds like it's a whole lot, when you have to, only let one go on it, it's not as many. But the good thing about it is if they get to grow, I try to do almost all of them are heirloom. So I get to keep the seeds and have them for years to come. And then the other thing was the tomatoes. So last time we did, I think we did 3 trays of 72. This time we only did 2 trays of 72, but we did the zebra, we did the tomatillo, the green ones, the tomatillos. We did the Romas. We did the black crimson, the cherry tomatoes. But I forgot those orange pearl, the little pear tomatoes. So I found that packet. So I'm gonna drop about 24 seeds to, and he said I'll take 12 trays. But you know what? I mean, not trays, but sales. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in my 4-inch containers and see how that does. See if they do better because the roots can grow wider. We're going to see. But I did goji berries too. The coffee beans that I did before, they're not growing. So this time I'm going to immerse them in water, let them just sit in. Either I'm going to do water or I'm going to do, the tomato pear grows fast. Good, because I'm telling you, I did a lot of the spaghetti sauce with the tomatoes that I had, but I want to take, if things go the way I need them to go, I'm going to use all of the tomatoes that actually do grow, and I'm gonna save a lot of the seeds. But I just really want to make all of the pasta sauce for the year, for now, and if I can this year and next year, I want to do all of um, the sauce, all of the tomato sauce and tomato paste and everything. The diced tomatoes. I use a lot of diced tomatoes. So normally, I get the what is it, 12 ounce cans, and you have to use I use like two or three in one dish. So if I can take a quart and have it designated, that's basically the same thing, you know? So I'm like, this is how I'm trying to think. I'm trying to put everything up. And I did a nice amount of spaghetti. I did. But I need to get a lot more done because December is coming. It's coming pretty fast. So if I'm going to fire the grocery store like I want to, I got to get a lot more done. So that's what I'm looking into. So that's what I'm looking into doing. And so, no, I'm sorry. The car that was sitting next to me, the police were like directly in front of us, and the paramedics were coming around. And so they turned in front of the police and in front of the paramedics. And the police didn't do nothing. The lights were on. So I'm thinking, like, they're like, stop, let the paramedics go. But the car just made a left turn anyway. I don't know. I can't see. Is that shadow? Hey, what's up? But I'm just like, I want to do all the corn that I can. Oh, okay. So this is what I wanted you guys' advice on, because I know that you have to really watch when you do corn because it can cross-pollinate. Now, this is what I wanted to know. Are you supposed to grow one type of corn at a time if it's your own corn? Because I wanted to do, well, I did do one tray of white corn, white sweet corn, and then another of the triple color or something like that. And then I have some other corn that I wanted to get going. So I'm wondering what I should do. What do you guys think? Should I just do one? Well, it's kind of hard to do one. Should I space them out? Because I can do one, because somebody was saying something about like, make sure that the corn is at least 350 feet away. And that's not a problem on our property. I can totally do one type of corn over here, and then on the other side of the yard I could do a whole nother kind. But I'm trying to get it all together. Okay. Okay. Corn should not grow close. So, okay, if I have it like at least 500 feet away, is that okay? Because I know I need to have like all of the white corn. I have what is it? A 4 by 20. So I'm like, the white corn is gonna, the corn was gonna go into the 4 by 20. So I could put that for, put that in that 4 by 20, and then all the way on the other side of the property, I can put the other corner. We can build another 4 by 20 and put it over there. That's not a problem. I can even put it in containers. I don't care. It's no parts. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. You said you're floating away here. It's so hot. Oh yeah. See, it's like, well, I'm in LA. LA, we're closer to the ocean. It's always going to be a lot less hotter than by my house. It can sometimes be like 15 degrees difference, maybe even more sometimes. Because yesterday, I believe it was like in the 90s. Deborah, was it in the 90s for you yesterday? Because Deborah and I are right by each other. Was it in the 90s for you yesterday? I want to say it was. If it wasn't, it was really close. It had to be in like high 80s if it wasn't in the 90s. But we had a really good breeze. We had good winds, and that was helping us. Although it was beating up my garden and pushing everything, everything was just flying. It was just flying. I was like, as big as I am, I stepped out of my car and the wind blew, and I had to like catch myself because I would have failed. I was like, this is not good. This is not good at all. But it did feel refreshing though. Okay, yeah, 88 for you. Okay, exactly. So that's what I'm like. If it wasn't in the 90s, it was definitely in the high 80s. So I get it. And our elevation is high. So when it is hot, we really feel it because we're closer to the sun. It's crazy. But it's all good. But I did do some more zucchini. You got you got the wind. Oh, and you got clouds. We Maya, did we get clouds yesterday? I don't think so. Oh, she's asleep. I don't think we got clouds. I don't know. When I was outside, it wasn't cloudy. I take that back. There were some clouds, but it wasn't cloudy. It was like mild clouds. So that was cool. But yeah, I'm just trying to get everything in. I'm trying to get everything in. Yeah, I'm about the same as you, Deborah. Our elevation is right under 4,000. I mean, yo, let me tell you something. Me and heat is not my friend, but cold is not. Just in the middle is where I like to be. That's my happy place. That's my hot spot. Just in between. I don't want to be so hot. I'm a big girl. I got rolls and sweating. No, that mess hurt. And then being cold, I have arthritis, so that hurts. Like even right now, driving from my house to here, my knee is throbbing, and so is my wrist, and I forgot my brace. So and my ace bandage. So I just gotta to deal with it. I'm about to take two of my auntie's arthritis pills so I can get through the day. But this mess is a mess. So I don't like being too hot and I don't like being too cold. But I will tell you this, if I have to choose, I prefer to be in the cold versus in the heat, because when you're in the cold, you can put more layers on. But when you're in the heat, you can only take off so much, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we got to figure these things out. I can't read it because I'm driving. I'm almost to a light. Oh, bud, what are you fussing for? I missed you, Blade. I know, but what'd you say? 347 and it doesn't. The sun either. Oh, yeah. I don't like the sun either. I don't. The heat makes you feel down and depressed. Most people feel sad when it gets gloomy. Like, well, he makes me sleepy. He definitely makes me sleepy. I get too, like when I'm driving and I'm trying to stay awake, but it's cold, I can only turn the heat on just to knock the chill off. Then I gotta turn it off because I'll get to feeling all tired and stuff. It doesn't make me sad, but it does make me sleepy. Absolutely. But then the cold, I just know that as soon as the sun comes out, it wakes me up. So like if I'm driving, like a lot of times I leave, 5 o'clock in the morning to get down here, and I can be really tired, because the sun's not out yet. But as soon as that sun comes out, I just wake up, and it's like I got a second wind, and I'm good. You got five on what? Hi, JCM. I don't know what you mean, but yeah, it's crazy. The weather is crazy, and then the weather is so out of pocket right now. Everybody had to wait. Oh no, I know that song. I got five on it. Oh no. Oh, I'm from what? Please, I'm from Compton. Of course, I know that song. I just ain't never messed with no endo nothing. How about that? But no, I know that song. But the weather is so weird. Everybody had to wait to plant till later. A lot of our growing seasons are just off. It's just like everything is off. And a lot of people, we had to wait to plant. And then when we did plant, then rain and wind came and wiped a lot of people's stuff out. We had to start all over again. I have started over again like 2 or 3 times. Like I think this is my third time starting over, but I'm not a punk. I don't give up like that. So I just keep putting more seeds. But what I'm doing this time is I am going to just do succession planting and I'm doing 13 trays right now. I think I have 13 72 sales done. And then I have 100 of the 4-inch cups. So, and I got more to do. So we'll just have to see what shakes. But at the end of this year, we are going to be self-sufficient and independent in eating our own food, our own pigs, our own turkeys, our own chickens, our own everything. And that's just how it's going to be. But I got to let y'all go. I'm at my auntie's now, running late, but I had to get her water and everything, so it's okay. But I will let y'all go. I will see y'all soon. I want to see what y'all are growing in your gardens. Cassandra, I'm coming to check you out. I saw your video, I think it was last week. I'm still encouraging Miss Deborah to start her own channel. Everybody, I'm going to be in Shadow Scout Suites. I'm going to be in everybody's everything. JCM, do you have a channel? Because if you do, let me know so we can subscribe to you. And everybody on here, if you're not subscribed to each other, look at each other's channels. Put your channels up in the chat right quick so we can all know and we can all subscribe to you. Let's try to make that happen. Oh, you started your squash and sunflowers. Okay, there you go, Deborah. I have not done any. I take that back. I did do some flowers. I put them in those gallon, the milk gallon, no, they were water gallon containers. And I have to go back to see how they're doing because I haven't done a lot of keeping with it. I ain't gonna lie. I opened it up one day and it had green leaves that were like folded like that. And I lifted the thing and they just popped out. And I was like, oh my dang. Okay, let me see what I got to do. Sabrina, do you have a channel? Oh no, you do. You do. I know you do. I know you. That was a crazy question. I know you do. Okay. You're in Chicago. Okay. Oh, you got green peppers, hot peppers. Now, you know what? I planted the Sierra pepper, the big jack pepper, and something else. None of them came up. None of them came up. So I have to plant some more peppers. Bell peppers. I got the California peppers. All these peppers I got to do. So that's probably going to be a whole nother 72 cell tray of just peppers. We'll figure it out. But y'all, let me go. Thanks for tuning in to Callie's Homesteading with Pooh Bear. I'm your girl Pooh Bear. Remember, God loves you. You better love you because I love you. Okay. Bye-bye for now.